Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Howell High School for our matchup, where the Rebels of Howell will play host to the Bulldogs of Bridgeton. Ladies and gentlemen, as members of the short conference, we pledge to promote unity through our continued commitment to diversity, inclusion, and equity. We will embrace the differences of all as we engage in elite levels of competition and fair play. We pledge to support the conference and its stance against racism, hate, and discrimination. With that in mind, please remember that it's the job of the players to play, the coaches to coach, the officials to officiate, and our spectators to remain positive. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. We will meet our starting lineups in just a moment. But first, we ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America, the men and women who defend it, with the playing of our national anthem performed by Howell's very own Rebel Remix. And now, let's meet your starting lineups. First for the Bulldogs, number 10, forward Dania Dersau. Number 1, guard Tamaya Russell. Number 5, guard Ty George Jameson. Number 3, guard Sienna Money. And number 14, forward Anise Madre. let's hear it for your Howell Rebels. Introducing first, number 1, guard Olivia Quinones. Number 13, guard Peyton Smith. Number 24, forward Kendall Bleakley. Number 25, guard Bella Rose Marino. And number 4, forward Kylie Bean. You can feel the intensity all the way from the Howell Chick-fil-A. We have another doubleheader in store for you fans at home, but the stakes have never been higher. Both Rebel basketball teams are set to host the first round of NJ State playoffs, and it all begins with the girls. I'm your commentator, Theo Horton, alongside Nick Pluzhnik, with Sean Ross behind the camera. The 21-5 Howell Rebels send out forward number 4, Kylie Beam, for the tip. And Bel Marino's got it, goes up, and comes down with the opening score. It's 2-0 Rebels.
Marino with the bucket mere seconds in, immediately setting a pace.
So the Bridgeton Bulldogs look for a quick response as the ball goes out of bounds. But like I was saying, the 21-5 Howell Rebels are playing host to the 11-14 Bridgeton Bulldogs here in the first round of the South Jersey Group 4 NJ State playoffs.
And what an exciting start we've seen so far.
Tamaya Russell, number 1, the guard on the inbound. She circles with the left hand, rises up for 2. It's no good off the glass. Ball getting smacked around. It's Marino who rests with the ball and now bringing the ball up for the Rebels. Fires it past to Keonis in the paint. Keonis to the corner. It's Payne Smith who loses the ball. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to wind up with the Bulldogs.
Well, we've seen some great work from the Rebels, immediately setting the pace in this game with that quick bucket from Bella Marino. Hopefully they can keep it up throughout the rest of this quarter and the game.
The Rebels are big favorites in tonight's matchup as Bella Marino poaches the ball away. Dumps it off to the point guard, the sophomore, Olivia Quinones. She goes back to the senior guard, Marino. Inside the paint to Beam. Spins past her defender for 2. No good off the rim. It's going to be Dania Darsau, the forward, who grabs the rebound. She goes back to Russell. Russell goes to Money. Inside area, gets stripped. The ball gets stripped. Beam throws it back in bounds, but it's turned over. Bulldogs remain with possession. On the drive right now, she will kick it out. Ty George Jameson with the ball. Fakes a 3. Goes to the corner. 4-3. No good off the rim. It's Quinones who grabs the rebound. Goes to Marino on the transition. Fast break. Dead sprint. Marino with another 2. And now it's 4-0 Rebels.
Bella Marino, the senior, with yet another bucket, immediately making her mark in this game.
And now trying to get her second steal of the game. It's Kylie Beam who comes away. Goes to Peyton Smith. Bounces it to Quinones. Whistle is blown. I believe Smith stepped out of bounds, and that's a bad mistake. Or never mind. It was a foul that I'm not sure who the foul was called against. But it's going to be a Rebel inbound. It's Quinones. Quinones goes to Beam to the corner. Smith open for 3. No good off the rim. Quinones will grab the rebound. Second chance for the Rebels. Beam's pass now tried to go to the corner, intended for Bleakley, but it winds up in the bleachers, and the Bulldogs will inbound.
The Rebels have to make sure that they keep this pace moving forward, that they don't slow down.
The swaggy guard, Sienna Money, passes it to the wing. 3-point shot is an air ball, and now punching the ball back in bounds, but the Rebels come away with it. It's Payne Smith. Smith fires it to Quinones, circling up top to the corner, inside a Beam. Beam with 2 off the glass, 6-0 Howell.
And the all-shore freshman and sophomore gets her first bucket of the night.
Rebels handling business right now. Another steal. Kendall Bleakley this time passes it to Marino. Marino with 2, 6 points in the first quarter for the tri-sport athlete.
And Bella Marino, again, has been absolutely killing it in the paint. One of the greatest paint players that we've seen on this Rebel squad.
And Marino practically has flames coming off her shoulders right now as that pass was smacked out of bounds by Smith. So it's going to be a Bridgeton inbound. But over the last 10 games, Marino averaging 15 points a night on fantastic efficiency. Shortening that span over the last 5 games, she's averaging 14 points a night. As now the drive from Jameson gets rejected by Beam or Bleakley. I'm not sure. Both of them had their hands up there all over that drive. It's Quiones who goes to the corner. Marino this time. 2 defenders, goes to Bleakley. Bleakley slings it out to Beam. Smith goes to Beam. To Liv to Marino. To Smith. Deep 3. Welcome to Splashdown, Peyton Smith.
Peyton Smith proving once again to be a solid and efficient three-point shooter. We also saw some great work from the Rebels getting back that loose ball.
Foul called against Bella Marino there on the Rebels. Timeout called by the Bridgeton Bulldogs. What a start for the Howell Rebels. They lead things 11-0 here in the first quarter. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty more of this NJ State basketball action coming up. Coming back from the timeout, the Rebels lead things 11-0. It seems like they're doing everything well. Nick, I'll go to you. What have you liked out of Howell up to this point?
Well, again, just in the opening minutes of this game, we've seen some incredible offensive energy and efficiency from the Rebels, especially with Bella Marino getting 6 points in just a few minutes early in the first, proven to be such an efficient player, an effective player for Howell.
Russell drives for the Bulldogs. Her shot is rejected by Kylie Beam. Comes away for a rebound. Now goes to Money for 3. No good off the base of the rim. It's Beam who grabs the rebound. Smith fires it to Marino. 6 points already. Now goes to Beam. Beam with 4 points as she snipes her shot in. It's now 13-0 Howell.
And Kylie Beam with yet another bucket, getting some points on the board. The team leader in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals. Truly one of the most incredible players that we have in this short conference.
Another steal for the Rebels as they come away with the ball to Marino in the corner for 3. Bounces out the rim. Beam second chance. She gets fouled. Misses her layup, but it doesn't matter. She goes to the line for 2 shots.
Kylie Beam, again, an all-around incredible player. Some might say the best on this Rebel squad.
Beam makes her first shooting the best mark at the line for any Howell Rebel this season amongst qualified shooters. Shooting 65% at the line this season. Her second one is no good. Grabbing the rebound is Tamaya Russell, almost getting stripped by Beam. Now it's Quiones all over her. Darisau comes away with the ball. She dumps it off to Jameson, who will go to Money. Money surveying the court. Wants a 3. No good off the rim. It's Kendall Bleakley with nobody around her to grab the rebound. Howell, such an incredible start. Leading things 14-0 here in the first round of state playoffs. It was this time last year where Howell won their first round matchup against Vineland. As Marino goes to Quiones. Quiones' pass intended for Beam, and it will go out of bounds as Smith tried to track it down but stepped out of bounds in the process. And once again, it will be a Bridgeton inbound.
Again, the Rebels are certainly continuing to make an offensive statement early in this first quarter. We love to see that great energy from them on offense.
A 3-point attempt in the corner is no good. Third miss from downtown already by the Bulldogs. Smith taking her time, jocking up court. Goes to the wing. It's Quiones. Quiones wants 3. High bounce off the rim. Unlucky. Bounce doesn't go her way. Jump ball situation, so the arrow goes to the Bulldogs. Number 2, Allison Cahill, and number 12, Layla Shaw into the game for the Rebels. And that's the kind of start Howell has gotten off to so far. They can already bring in some of their bench players due to their 14-point lead here in the first quarter. Howell beginning a little bit of a press with their fresh players off the bench, and they turn the ball over once again. Kylie Beam with the ball, going up court, goes to the wing. Shaw for three. No good off the rim this time. Russell with the rebound, gets swarmed by two defenders, and the ball goes out of bounds. Sticks with the Bulldogs. The guard, Tamaya Russell, the inbounder. Russell averaging 5 points, 4 rebounds, and assists a night as one of the more reliable options on Bridgeton. And it's going to be Howell's inbound. I think he said that the white player, the white jersey was out of bounds, the Bridgeton Bulldog. Beam will dump it off to Shaw. Shaw goes back to Beam. Beam with the right hand to Cahill, to the corner at Smith. Smith, a three-point threat, drawing 3 defenders in her area. Now it's the soccer goalie dual sport Layla Shaw with the ball. She goes to Smith. 4-3. Off the side of the rim, it's no good. Keonis tries to salvage the ball. Steps out of bounds once again in the process. So it's a Bulldog inbound.
Bulldogs are down 14-0. They need an offensive opening here if they hope to get in the game.
Just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. The Rebels doing everything right. Now beginning to press. It's Bean Smith backing down her defender. Money drives. No good off the glass. And that layup trickles out, but a foul is called. It will send the star. Layla Shaw called for the foul for Allison Cahill. Called for the foul that time, sends the star player Nisa Madre to the line.
Nisa Madre, the sophomore center, averaging 9 points and 9 rebounds this season.
First attempt, no good for the sophomore. Madre shooting 49% at the line this season. Not a very good mark. Second attempt bounces out. The Bulldogs still scoreless here in the first quarter.
Tough break for them to be sure, but hopefully the Rebels can capitalize off of this slack in the action.
Keonis with possession. She goes to Smith. Back to Keonis. To Shaw on the wing. Slips it inside. Tried to go to Beam. Pass is turned over. Bulldogs coming away with it. Madre goes to Money. Shaw playing low to the ground defense. 3-point attempt is no good by Money. It's a scramble for the ball. And they're going to say it's Howell's ball. Tamaya Russell called for the foul that time.
Rebels keeping a strong offensive push despite their comfortable lead here in the first.
Smith motion inside to Beam. Now goes to Shaw with the right hand. Slips it inside. Cahill for 2. No good. Grabs her own rebound. Trying to kick it out. She goes to Keonis. A floater is good off the glass for Olivia Keonis.
Great shot by Keonis there. Good move getting in the paint and getting that quick bucket.
And now Smith intercepts the pass. Smith with 2 in the lane.
Great steal by Peyton Smith, snatching that ball up right before the Bulldogs' eyes and driving into the paint.
There's going to be wanted posters for every single one of these Rebels after tonight's game with the amount of steals that they're getting. And on cue, they get another. Layla Shaw with the ball. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Smith with some area on the wing. She will pass out. Gets the ball once again on the wing. She will drive with the right hand. Look for 2. She gets fouled. Smith will go to the line for 2 shots.
It's Peyton Smith. We saw again that great steal there. The Rebels have really been locking up the Bulldogs defensively as well. Getting some good steals, some good stuff.
Smith makes her first. Payne shooting the best mark at the line for any Howell Rebel this season, 71%. As number 15 guard forward hybrid, Reese Ortel checks in for the Rebels. Kylie Bean, number 4, to the bench for some rest. Smith makes both.
The dead-eye free throw shooter making her second. This is 20-0 Rebels. Certainly a more than comfortable start.
Less than 30 seconds to go. Keonis rips the ball away. It's another fast break transition for the Rebels as the pass goes off the hands of Smith out of bounds, and it'll be Bridgeton's inbound. So despite the 20-point lead, 20-0 lead that the Rebels have right now, being a little clumsy with the ball, surprisingly, it's going off their hands a little bit. But other than that, everything going perfect for Howell. As now they begin the press and the swarm. Bridgeton trying to come away with a score before the quarter comes to an end. Floater is no good. Kionis grabs it. 3 seconds to go. Ertel goes to Smith. Smith puts up a long range two. Bounces out, no good. A textbook dream first quarter for the Howell Rebels as they lead things 20-0. We got plenty more playoff action to come. Stay tuned. So we're coming back from the second quarter. If you're just joining us, the Rebels are leading things 20-0. Theo Horton and Nick Pluzhnik on the call for tonight's game with Sean Ross behind the camera. Nick, I'll go to you. 20-0. They practically did everything right, but highlight what you liked out of the Rebels in the first quarter.
Again, we've seen not only some incredible offensive action from the Rebels, but some incredible defense. Again, those crucial steals in the clutch, that steal from Peyton Smith, that steal from Shaw, translating into those power plays was really, really impressive and has been one of my absolute favorite things that I've seen out of this Rebels offense so far.
Exactly, and you got to love the stamina out of the Rebels in the first quarter. They had players like Olivia Quiones and Payne Smith who played every second of the quarter, and they were pressing in the late minutes of the first quarter, causing turnovers, causing steals, and it translates to points and dominance. On the court for the Rebels, it's Ertel, Shaw, Quiones, Cahill, and Bleakley. Beeman and Marino, two best players on Howell, on the bench resting right now due to this big lead. Inside to Madre. She passes now and called for the travel on that possession is number 10, the forward Dania Daresow. It will be a turnover, and once again, the Rebels inbound.
Again, we've seen some great defensive stops from the Rebels so far.
Ertel passes to Quiones. She goes out to Shaw. Shaw back to Ertel on the wing. She goes to Bleakley inside the corner. Fires it to Quiones. In the paint, Quiones called for the travel after getting smothered on defense. Causes another turnover. The Bulldogs on the inbound. Money will bring the ball up. Ertel defending her from beyond the logo. Jamison goes to Russell. Russell's pass intended for Madre. It's wild and out of bounds, and it's another inbound for Howell.
Again, even while some of their star players are resting on the bench, the Rebels have not turned down the defensive pressure, and they've really been turning it up on these Bulldogs and preventing them from getting those offensive plays.
Number 15, Reese Ertel with the ball right now. She passes it to Shaw. Shaw inside, looks for a floater. It's no good off the rim. Cahill, second chance. It's in for Allison Cahill.
Allison Cahill proving that soccer is not her only area of expertise. She's got 4 goals on the season so far.
Yeah, Allison Cahill, the freshman, stepped up as one of Howell's rotational bigs after sophomore Free Amende went down due to a torn ACL. And Cahill has made quite the impact, averaging 6 rebounds a night off the bench. Howell once again looking to stay on the attack. Keona's inside pass is turned over. Jump ball situation. The arrow should go to Howell. It will. It's Keona's on the inbound. Now back into the game is the sensation number 4, Kylie Beam. Has scored over 400 points this year. And now she gets the inbound. Her floater is no good. Second chance on the inside. Bleakley gets shoved or smothered. Her second chance is no good. The Bulldogs come away with the ball. Jamison, two defenders in her face. Her pass is intercepted by Olivia Quiones. Quiones served and she goes inside to Beam. Beam bulldozing through two defenders, and Beam gets two straight off the bench.
And the Rebels have been running circles around this Bulldogs defense. Beam getting in the paint on yet another great offensive power play.
And now, once again, not letting up on defense as they intercept another pass by the Bulldogs. The Rebels are everywhere. Beam inside pass to Cahill. Cahill's two is no good. Beam's second chance, and Kylie Beam now with 9 points emerging as Howell's leading scorer.
Kylie Beam turning up the offensive pressure.
Money sidestep three, no good. Once again, the Bulldogs are scoreless. 26-0 Howell. The Bulldogs yet to score three with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Quiones on the sprint. Now a hard stop, has to pass inside of Beam. Beam with some real estate, and there's two once again for the forward.
11 points in the first half. Incredible work by Kylie Beam. The Rebels as a whole have put their foot on the gas and not let go.
Long range three is no good. Tipped into the hands of Madre. Her two is also no good, and the Rebels come away with the ball. Looks like there may have been a smack on the wrist there on defense by Kylie Beam, but no foul is called. Thankfully, as it's 28-0 Rebels. Bleakley spins, finds two in the lane. Things are coming up Howell right now, 30-0.
Great spin move there by the senior Kendall Bleakley. First points of the night.
Pass goes off the hands of Money, out of bounds, and Howell on the inbound once again. 25, Bella Rose Marino, and number 11, Zoe Ficarelli, check in for Howell. Number 1, Olivia Quiones, and number 4, Kylie Beam to the bench for some rest.
Incredible work so far as the Rebels lead 30-0. This has been an incredible game to watch.
We knew Howell was going to be the favorites in this game. We knew it was likely that they were going to get a win, but I don't know if we expected this much of a margin. 3-point attempt, no good from Hertel. Cahill's footer is no good. Bleakley comes away with the ball. Rebels would get a third chance. It's Marino who passes to Hertel. Hertel driving with the right through a couple of defenders. It's in for Reese Hertel. What a shot.
$32-0 Rebels. Absolutely incredible offensive stretch we have seen from this squad so far.
32-0. I've never seen a high school girls game be this dominant. Another steal. This time it's Marino who passes to Ficarelli. Ficarelli tries two off the glass. It's no good. And it's one of the best sophomore rebounders in the state of Nice Madre who grabs the rebound there. Slowing the game down, it's Tamaya Russell with the ball. Now, once again, Rebels smothering on defense. Cahill comes away with the steal. She'll have to throw the ball away to Bleakley to prevent her from prevent the turnover. Now, 10-second violation called against the Rebels. It'll be a turnover, and it's the Bulldogs on the inbound. Into the game, number 23, the guard Emily Murphy, and number 5, guard Cameron Bastardi, two sophomores in for the Rebels.
Bulldogs finally getting the chance to put some points on the board and prove that they are still alive tonight.
Yeah, and in state playoffs, you don't see this very often. 5 bench players for the Rebels in the game right now. A 3-point attempt in the corner. It's a bad miss by Russell. Bulldogs with the second chance, though. It's Money on the logo. Money floats it up to the wing for 3. It's in, and that's the first score of the night for the Bulldogs. Number 13, the guard Allison Gabriel on the 3-point there.
Allison Gabriel hitting that dagger 3 to cut the lead to 29.
Ficarelli raining down from 3. That's no good. And now Emily Murphy, ball bouncing around her hands. It's Money who comes away with it on the drive with the left. Layup is no good, but she gets fouled and goes to the line for 2 shots. Money to the line for 2 shots. First attempt, no good off the rim. Checking in for the Rebels, it's number 3.
Siani Money averaging 8 points and 2 rebounds this season.
Checking into the game for the Rebels, it's number 3, Quinn Merkel, as Money makes her second attempt. 4 points on the board now for the Bulldogs. Ball being batted around. It's the Bulldogs who break away with it. Now on the hunt, it's Ficarelli and Merkel. Merkel saves the ball, but throws it right into the hands of Russell in the corner. Now it's a 3 from Gabriel. Bad miss off the side of the backboard. Murphy smothering on defense, but the Bulldogs come away with the score in the paint.
Bulldogs have finally been getting some offensive action here, trying to assert themselves a little bit in the first half.
Now it's Murphy in the corner with the ball. She goes out to Bastardi. To Ficarelli. Her pass to Smith is intercepted. Dumps it off. It's Money on the transition. She gets blocked inside by Zoe Ficarelli.
And Siani Money's check bounces.
Money turns the ball, or Money grabs the steal, passes it, and Madre gets fouled on the drive, so she goes to the line for 2 shots. Anise Madre, the sophomore forward, to the line for Bridgeton, averaging 9, 8, 8, 0.5 on the season. First attempt bounces in for Madre.
Madre trying to give the Bulldogs a little bit more hope against this dominant Rebel lead.
So with a minute and 30 seconds left in the half, Madre finally gets her first points up on the night. So that really speaks to how well Howell has done so far tonight. 32-8 score, and they've held the best player on the opposing team, Anise Madre, to just 2 points so far in the half. Ficarelli goes to Shaw. Zoe once again now wants 3. No good off the rim. Coming away with the ball, it's Jameson. Siani Money with the ball. She goes to the wing. On the drive, it's Russell. She gets rejected by the bottom of the backboard. Merkel with the ball, slowing the game down, being smart with the ball. She passes to Shaw. Shaw with the right hand goes to the corner. Ficarelli, another chance for 3. Bad miss this time by Ficarelli. It's the Bulldogs who break away on the transition. Fast break. Ball gets smacked out of bounds by Zoe. Bridgeton inbound upcoming.
Bridgeton hoping to finally break into double digits before the half.
32-8 lead. Number 1, the guard, Tamaya Russell on the inbound for the Bulldogs. Got to avoid the violation. Find a pass quick. She goes to Jameson. Jameson now, her pass is intercepted. Ficarelli dumps it off to Bastardi. To the elbow, Shaw drives with the right, dumps it off to Emily Murphy. Murphy will get fouled, and not sure if they'll say it's on the shot or not. They will. It sends Murphy to the line for 2 shots. Dania Darisau, number 10, called for the foul that time.
Again, a 24-point lead for the Rebels so far. Absolutely staggering.
Murphy to the line to shoot her first free throws of the year. First attempt, no good. Murphy, the sophomore, has had a couple impressive performances in games that go out of reach. She has come off the bench, scored 6 points, 5 points, 4 points. Really breaks through when given her opportunity, and Murphy gets blocked there after missing both free throws. Ball goes out of bounds. It sticks with the Bulldogs. .15 seconds left on the clock. Bridgeton wanting to get into double digits before the half comes to a close. Russell goes to the corner. Money for 3. It's not money as it's a wild miss. Second chance for the Bulldogs. It's a splash on the mid-range. And a foul is called. So it will send Ty George Jameson to the line to complete the three-point play.
Bulldogs finally getting some action in the paint.
Free throw no good by Jameson. 3 seconds to go. Inside. That will do it for the first half. The Rebels off to a dominant start, leading things 32-10. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half of tonight's first round of NJ State playoffs. So we're coming back for the second half of tonight's first round of NJ State playoffs. If you're just joining us, the Rebels are currently leading things 32-10 over the Bridgeton Bulldogs. I'm Theo Horton alongside Nick Pluzhnik on commentary, Sean Ross behind the camera. Nick, I'll swing it to you. What have you liked out of Howell in the first half? Or what did you like out of Howell in the first half?
Man, what's there not to like about Howell in this first half, man? We've especially seen some incredible work on the offensive end, really being able to get those drives into the paint, being able to outmaneuver this Bulldogs defense so efficiently and so spectacularly so far. Again, we have taken a confident 22-point lead heading into this second half, and I'm just excited to see where this game goes. Hopefully we can keep up this incredible momentum.
Exactly. We knew it was likely going to be a big win for the Rebels, a marginal win, but I don't think we expected how dominant it's been. The Bridgeton Bulldogs were held scoreless up until about 2 minutes left to go in the half, where they strung together a couple of three-pointers and free throws, got up to 10 points before the half came to a close. But the Rebels are doing everything well. Defense has been outstanding. Offense is a well-oiled machine. They're getting tons of steals, and it's been beautiful basketball so far tonight.
Absolutely, man. An incredibly fun watch for all Rebels fans.
So the 21-5 Howell Rebels look to continue their dominant stretch here in the second half. Playing host of the 11-14 Bridgeton Bulldogs. Madre gets the ball out the half, slips on the ground, slips and falls on the ground, and Kendall Bleakley, number 24, called for the foul on that possession. Bulldog inbound. It's Tamaya Russell scanning for a woman. She has to go off the foot of Payne Smith to avoid the 3-second violation or 5-second violation. That was Bleakley's first foul on the night. Russell with some time, some motion in the corner. Pass goes to Derisau. Derisau's pass almost intercepted by Marino. Sienna Money, the guard, with the ball for the Bulldogs. A push. And Anise Madre called for the foul on the push there. So the Rebels will take over on offense. Madre, the star player for the Bridgeton Bulldogs, has been held quiet. Just 2 points so far tonight, and she's been quiet in the rebound department as well, which is really where she makes her statement as a player.
Absolutely. We've seen some incredible defensive work and stops from the Rebels.
Quiones, a three-point shooter, gets the ball in the wing, draws a couple defenders, kicks the ball out once again, gets possession on the wing, 2 defenders in her face. Bulldogs closing in on defense, doing a much better job at containing the Rebels right now. Bleakley with the ball in the elbow, goes inside Beam. Her pass goes inside the paint to Bleakley. Some juggling with the ball. Beam raining down from 3. No good off the rim. It's Russell who grabs the rebound. Transition pass goes to Money. It's wild. Ref almost gets in the way. And now grabbing the ball but falling to the ground and getting called for the travel is Quiones. It will be a Bridgetown inbound when we resume from the timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Coming back from the timeout, the Rebels are currently leading things 32-10. It's been a slow third quarter, but it was a dominant first half. Rebels doing everything right so far in the first round of NJ State playoffs.
Absolutely. And the Rebels, again, they have a more than comfortable lead to rest on right now, but hopefully they don't turn down the offensive pressure too much and still keep pressing the Bulldogs throughout the rest of this game, as they've been doing so incredibly in the first half.
Howell were big favorites coming into this game, and I got to speak with the Bridgeton head coach ahead of tonight's matchup just about what his players are feeling and how to keep them motivated. And he said that everybody needs to stay confident. If they want to come away with a win, They got to have faith in themselves. But there's Belmarino to intercept the pass on the transition. She goes to Quiones. Fast break. Quiones with 2 in the lane. Another gut punch by the Rebels, and it's getting increasingly harder to stay confident if you're a player on the Bulldogs.
Absolutely, certainly hard to keep your head above water with such a dominant lead. 24 points now.
Ball goes out of bounds. I believe it's 6 with the Bulldogs. It will. It's the guard Maya Russell on the inbound. Russell goes to Darcel. Long 2. Darcel connects from 2. Marino with the ball on the break goes to Beam. Beam trying to draw the foul. Doesn't get the foul call, but she connects for 2. So 25, Bella Rose Marino called for the technical foul due to reaching for the ball. It sends Russell to the line. Technical foul, so nobody's around her. And there's a warning on Howell for a delay of game. That's just annoying. 24-point deficit, state playoffs. Ref heavily getting involved.
Absolutely. Crazy to see that kind of a call in a playoff game.
Russell bangs her first free throw. Russell's second is no good. Third one coming up. Smart decision to send Russell to the line as she's shooting by far the best percentage at the line this season for a Bulldog, 85. It's an inbound now as Russell connects for 1 of 2. First point of the night. Her inbound goes to Money. Money on the motion. A rough miss off the backboard. Marino grabs the rebound, goes to Quiones. And Quiones strutting her way into the lane and walking out with 6 points on the night.
Quiones with the wide open layup. Nice and easy. You love to see it.
Now Beam coming away with the ball as a couple women scrambling all over her. Ball gets popped out of her hands and hits a fan in the bleachers.
Is that going to be a tech too?
I'm shocked it's not, as Quiones on the inbound. She bounces it to Marino. Marino with the left hand goes inside to Bleakley. Bleakley for 2. It trickles in for the senior.
Nail biter bucket there for Kendall Bleakley.
Just seems like everything is going right for the Rebels as they almost turn this ball over. Now it's Marino on the scramble. Smith away with it. Flashy pass to Quiones, but she can't complete the play. She misses the layup. Ball rolls out of bounds. Sticks with Howell. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. The Rebels leading 40-13. Bleakley with the ball. She goes out to Smith, now to Quiones. Inside a Beam. Beam backing down her defender. Looks for 2. No good. Second chance. She gets fouled. It swirls out. 2 shots coming up for Kylie Beam.
Beam missing that second chance, but getting a chance of redemption at the line.
Beam on at home this season. Became the second member of the 1,000-point club for women's basketball players here at Howell. First free throw, no good. She scored 17 points in a win at home against Toms River South. Game in which she reached that 1,000 career point milestone. Later on in the season, she went on to break the all-time record for points for a Lady Rebel. Beam makes her second, up to 14 points on the night, and she's the leading scorer for both teams, for either teams. And now, once again, these Rebels swarming the inbound. They come away with it. Marino bounces it to Smith. Smith tried a baseline pass, goes off the knees of a Bulldog and out of bounds, so it sticks with Howell.
Really slowing down the action a lot in this third quarter compared to first and second.
Jones's pass goes to Beam. Beam bulldozing her way through the lane once again, and she walks out with 16 points on the night.
Kylie Beam again, incredible accomplishment with those 1,000 points, cementing her name in Howell history.
And there's the triangle of death. Marino, Kyoto, Smith, full court pressing. Smith swipes the three-point shot, causes the wild miss. Beam with the rebound. She goes to Marino. Marino on the drive through a pair of defenders. She gets fouled on the drive, and Marino will go to the line for two. Marino's so good, and that play right there where she just slides through two defenders in the lane to draw the foul. Second foul by Sienna Money committed so far tonight.
Again, Marino's ability to draw those critical calls has been incredible to see this season.
First attempt, no good for Marino. Second one coming up. Bella Rose shooting the second best mark amongst qualified free throw shooters on the Rebels, 63%. She's been hot as of late. She's made her last 11 of 14 at the line. Marino swishes her second. She's up to 7 points tonight. Rebels lead by 31 here in the first round. Once again, trying to intercept the pass. Russell backing down her defender. She drives. Ball goes off her foot. Kylie Beam walks away with the ball. Beam now on the jog. Goes to the wing. Quiones for three. No good off the rim. Winds up in the hands of Ty George Jameson. Jameson with the right hand on the transition. Circling towards the corner. Stepping out of bounds. Not called. And now Anise Madre with two through a pair of defenders.
Madre finally getting into a bit of a scoring groove here after a slow start in the first half.
Smith unloads for three. Sniper shot, no good off the rim. There's Beam for the second chance, and you can just count it. As soon as she gets the ball, you know she's scoring.
Absolutely an incredibly lethal paint player that we have here in Kylie Beam.
Jameson on the drive, looks for two. It's a rough miss. Beam tries to collect the rebound. It goes off her hands and into the lap of Quiones. And Quiones gets wrapped up and fouled there. Foul will be committed by Allison Gabriel. As number 2, Allison Cahill checks in for the Rebels. Kendall Bleakley and Payne Smith to the bench for some rest. On the court for Howell would be Marino, Cahill, Beam, Quiones, and Layla Shaw checking in for Howell. The Rebels with Shaw and Quiones both on the court. The two usual point guards will take turns taking up the ball. And that's good to see. Right now it's all about ball movement for the Rebels. Being smart with your shots, you get two of your best passers in the game. Shaw gets the ball on the wing. With the right hand, she passes to Quiones and it goes off her hands. And she'll just waltz away as it's a Bulldog inbound.
It is in times like these that we do see the communication and chemistry between this Rebel squad really shine. When they're feeling good, they're feeling confident, and they're playing at an absolutely higher level.
And they feel loose right now. They haven't committed many fouls despite doing an amazing job on defense. As now on cue, Madre drives. I thought a foul was going to be called, but instead it's a travel. So the Rebels will take over on offense. 31-point lead for Howell. Something to watch out for is that if we get to the 35-point lead mark, it will be a running clock. Cahill with the ball in the interior. Her two is no good. Reno grabs the ball. Second chance goes to Beam. Beam backing down her defender. Wild miss. Goes off the hands of a couple players. And now finally, it trickles out the hands of Renee Rivera and goes out of bounds. So it should be Howell on the inbound. And it is. It's Marino, the inbound. Marino with the left, slicing and dicing through three defenders. No good. Grabs her own rebound. Now a foul is called. Number 10, Dania Darisol, called for the foul there. Marino should be at the line. Ref's not sure what their decision is. Darisol commits her fourth foul on the night. One of the better defenders on the Bulldogs, but now on the bench due to being in some foul trouble.
Marino getting in another great call in the paint.
Marino's first is no good.
Again, great job getting those fouls from the tri-sport athlete, Bella Marino. Also has played soccer and lacrosse.
One of the better defenders on the Rebels makes her second. 8 points now on the night for the senior guard. Committed to play basketball at TCNJ. Shows you the level of player that she is. Jameson with the right hand, puts up a long two. It's no good. Off the rim, a questionable shot in that situation. Under 2.5 left to go in the third quarter. Layla Shaw with the ball. Two defenders in her face. Beam spinning and finding two.
Kylie Beam, one of the most lethal shooters on this Rebel squad.
34-point lead for Howell. We're close to the running clock. As now Allison Cahill says, get that shot out of here. Blocks and takes over possession. She goes to Marino. Marino getting full court pressed by Money. Loses the ball for a second. Regathers and goes to Shaw. Shaw rips it inside the Beam, but it goes off her legs and out of bounds. Bulldogs on the inbound. Number 23, the guard Emily Murphy, and number 15, the forward Reese Ortel, check in for Howell.
Rebels keeping this defensive pressure up with an incredible 49-15 lead.
Madre with the ball on the wing, being dared to shoot. Dump it off to a couple of players. Now it's Jameson with the ball. Jameson with the right. Shaw calling out the switch. Pushes Jameson out of bounds, and the foul is called against Shaw. Second foul committed by Shaw in tonight's contest. It sends Jameson to the line for 2 shots. First one, no good for Jameson.
Again, the Bulldogs are hoping to get back in this game any way they can.
Jameson misses both free throws. Madre grabs the rebound, loads up for 2. Her layup is no good, but she gets fouled, and now 2 more shots coming up for the Bulldogs. Madre shooting 49% at the line this season. Best player on the Bulldogs. Trying to inch them into the game. She makes her first. We've seen her go to the line a couple times tonight. Averaging 9 and 9 all the season. Trying to make her impact. She makes both free throws. 49 to 17-point game.
Madre getting another 2 points, hoping to reinvigorate her Bulldog squad as they lag behind.
A minute left in the third quarter. That ball smacked out of there, but it winds up back with the Rebels. Beam or Cahill for 3. Welcome to Splashtown, Allison Cahill.
Cahill with the incredible shot there, firing up the Rebels bench.
What a shot by the freshman. My mistake on the call there. Cahill connects from 3. Now it's 52 points for the Rebels. A running clock is underway. Jonas with the ball in the paint. She will back down. Dribble out. Shaving time off the clock. Being smart with the ball. Ortel with the ball in the wing. With the right hand. Circles out towards the logo. Goes to Quiones. Quiones with the right hand. Goes to the corner. Cahill. Maybe she tries some magic once again. Spinning around goes to Quiones. Back to Shaw. 25 seconds to go. No shot clock in high school basketball. Rebels can take it as long as they want. Deep 3 from Quiones is no good. But Reese Ortel right there to swipe the pass. The Repo woman, the junior dual sport athlete. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Shaw with the ball. Fakes her defender. With the right hand, nowhere to go. 2 defenders in her face. Scrambling for the ball. Cahill, another 3. No good off the rim this time. That will do it for the third quarter. It's been a marvelous 3 quarters for the Rebels as they lead things 52 to 17. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 30 seconds for the remainder of tonight's first round of state playoffs. So we're coming back for the final 8 minutes in regulation. The Rebels currently leading things 52-17 here in the first round of NJ State playoffs. Nick, I'll go to you. What have you liked out of the Rebels in their dominating performance so far?
Well, again, we've seen some great offensive action from the Rebels, obviously, as they've taken an absolutely dominant 35-point lead. It has truly been incredible to see this offensive masterclass from our Rebels.
The Rebels' leading scorer is Kylie Beam with 20 points so far on the night. Quinn Merkel looks for the opening score of the quarter. It's no good off the rim. Bastardi with the ball. With the left hand, she goes to Murphy on the wing. Back out to Bastardi. We're getting a good look at Howell's new wave of players now. Bertel goes to Merkel. Merkel's shot is blocked. She wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Coming away with the ball is Sal.
Again, since the Rebels now have a 35-point lead, we go into a running clock situation where the ball will still be played even if it goes out of bounds, and the time will still keep ticking.
Tamaya Russell looks for two. Her shot is no good, but she gets fouled and goes to the line for 2 shots. Bastardi called for the foul there, her third on the night. And the Rebels, for the most part, have stayed out of foul trouble, and both teams, to that matter, have stayed out of foul trouble tonight. And it's impressive to see, due to how good the Rebels' defense has been tonight, that they've been able to stay clear of fouls. First free throw, no good for Russell. Second one coming up for the best free throw shooter on the team. Russell's second, also no good. It's Darasau who grabs the rebound. Goes to Jamison, mid-range 2, no good. Darasau, third chance. Finally, it trickles in, and Bridgeton extending with 19 points now on the board. Ficarelli's inside pass intended for Merkel goes off her hands and winds up out of bounds. Had the bounce pass opportunity, tried to go over the top, and doesn't work out.
The Bulldogs getting the lead out of running clock territory at the very least.
Jameson gets a screen from Madre, but now back down by Merkel. Goes off her foot. Kick ball, and the Rebels would take over on offense. And sorry, just to correct you, Nick, it's a running clock once you get to that 35-point margin. So we're going to see a running clock throughout the game now.
I got you. I apologize for that.
All good, man. That's Hardy with the ball. She goes to Murphy on the wing. Murphy back to the guard now to Ficarelli. Ficarelli faking her defender, goes inside to Merkel. Merkel goes out to Murphy. Murphy to Bastardi. Rebels picking apart this defense inside to Merkel. Merkel with 2 in the lane.
And Merkel with the easy layup. Certainly greater basketball IQ than me with that running clock goof. I apologize again.
Rebels doing a great job at picking apart this defense. Side set 3, no good off the rim. Tipped into the hands of Vertel. Bastardi on the logo. She goes to Murphy. Murphy now to Vertel. Ficarelli with the ball in the wing. Lobs it up for Murphy. Murphy mid-range. The bank is open for Emily Murphy. 2 points off the glass. 56 points now in the night for the Rebels.
Absolutely, and we have seen some great performances out of the Rebels bench players as well. They really have a chance to show up and show out this game with the dominating lead.
Jamison's fadeaway, no good. Russell with the ball in the wing. Step back, long range 2. No good off the side of the rim into the hands of Darasau. Poked away by Ertel. Ertel doing a good job in the paint, defending and rebounding off the bench tonight. Bastardi with the ball on the logo. She goes to Ficarelli. Zoe scanning the court. Lobs up for Merkel. Almost loses possession. Has to smack it into the hands of Murphy. 2 and open. Bastardi for 3. No good off the rim. Ficarelli trying to come away with it. Foul is called. Ficarelli called for the holding foul there. Second foul committed by number 11 tonight.
Again, the Bulldogs hoping to claw their way back into this game, or should I say bite their way back into this game any way they can.
Very clever, Nick. Jameson with the ball, getting some motion top of the key. She circles in, passes out to Ramos. Ramos goes off her knees, but right into the hands of Russell. Russell stopped for a second, has to pass to the corner. Inside to Darisal, 4-2. No good, it trickles in and out. Bastardi with the ball. I'm sorry, number 13, that's Allison Gabriel, not Alani Ramos. Ficarelli with some real estate, goes to Bastardi. Now to Hertel with some room in the lane, and Reese Hertel evades and walks out with 2 points.
Mr. Tell walking down the Bulldogs in the paint once again, and the response on offense falls flat.
Once again, the Rebels picking apart this defense. Hertel saw the opportunity. She has good court vision, and she saw the room that she had to invade the lane, and she did exactly that. Now Gardner with possession. Rebels with Swarmer. It will be a jump ball situation. The arrow should go to Bridgeton, I believe. Or Bridgeton. And the Bulldogs will inbound. Number 12, Emiliana Jones checks in for the Bulldogs. Both teams emptying their bench here in the fourth quarter. Merkel slips on the ground, no foul. Gardner with the ball in the corner. No air between her and Merkel. Her pass gets intercepted by Murphy. Murphy on the transition, breaking away. A couple women to beat. She rises up. Her two is no good, but she gets fouled and sent to the line for 2 shots.
Emily Murphy drawing the foul, making a definitive statement off the bench.
Sophomore guard looking to establish her names as one of the players who's next up for Howell after the year concludes with a couple important seniors graduating. First one is no good. Running clock, we're under a minute and a half left in regulation. Murphy's second also no good. It's a fight for the ball. Gardner comes away with it for the Bulldogs. Foul is called, I believe, against Merkel. Foul will be called against Quinn Merkel. It's Merkel's third foul in the night. Jameson takes the ball up court for the Bulldogs. She drives, gets poached by Murphy and Bastardi with their balls all over that play.
Shooting an imaginary ball there. That was pretty rough.
She continued the drive with nothing in her hand. Wanted to get the foul call. Wasn't as lucky as she would have hoped. Under 45 seconds to go. Hertel with the ball, no shot clock in high school basketball. The Rebels taking their time.
Rebels hoping to close it out confident.
The sophomore and juniors on the Rebel bench playing a game of around the world. Going all around the court with the ball. Ficarelli tries for 3. She gets swatted on the 3-point attempt. It's the Bulldogs who break away. 4-2. It's going to swirl in as Ty George Jameson will go to the line to complete the 3-point play. Jameson with 4 points on the night. Trying to get the N1 before the game comes to a close. Final 5 seconds. She completes a 3-point play. And clappings are... And as the applause rain down, that will do it. The Rebels win by a final score of 58-22 against the Bridgeton Bulldogs in the first round of NJ State playoffs. A dominating win where all their players contributed in this win. I've been Theo Horton alongside Nick Pluzhnik on commentary, Sean Ross behind the camera. We hope you guys stick around for 6 p.m. boys basketball. It will be the first round of state playoffs for the boys. You don't want to miss it.